Somebody have an extra brochure? I want for us to sing in Spanish. Have you guys been singing? So long since we sing a Spanish song. So if you're next to your neighbor that has one, please take out. We can sing one song, okay? Just to water our seeds of local. How about number 1? This one should be easy. This makes us remember Plum Village and all the Europeans over there. Inspirando, expirando, inspirando, expirando, yo me siento como una flor y tan fresco como el rocío. ¿Rocío? Rocío. Yo soy sólido como una montaña y tan firme como la tierra. Yo soy libre, inspirando, expirando, inspirando, expirando. Somos como agua que refleja lo que es bello y verdadero. Y yo siento que hay espacio muy dentro de mí. Libertad, libertad, libertad. Wow, I miss me. Missing Plum Village. How many of you new to singing? Most of you were singing before to us with us. What's a nice one that we haven't? We hardly hear. Where's that? What's one that you like? What's the one about the Luna? La Luna. You know that one? Es que la Luna. No, I don't know that one. Which number is that? Sa 9. Number 9. Amigos, amigas, quiero ser como siento. Yo como un entero, los amo tanto. Which one do we also know? I can't tell, Palu, which one is the melody we're familiar with. Can you grab a mic? Which one? Which number? I'll water our seeds of español here, even though we're going to speak in English. Rosa? Which number? Amo las rosas. Which one is that? To love the rose? You know that one? Oh, that one. Amos la rosa. I like the rose.
Amo las rosas. Y amo el tulipán. Amo los montes y las olas del mar. Amo las estrellas cuando el sol se va. Doobity, 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 doobity.
Doobity-doo.
Can somebody do the hand motions? I can't do it. Somebody come here and do the hand motions. One of the brothers and sisters.
Okay, from the beginning.
Amo las rosas y amo el tulipán. Amo las montes y las olas del mar. Amo las estrellas cuando el sol se va. Doobity, 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 doobity.
Doobity, doobity,
Okay.
doobity, doobity, doobity.
Empezamos otra vez porque es que no puedo hacer los gestos a la vez de cantar. Entonces mi hermano va a mostrar cómo hacemos los gestos. Okay. Amo las rosas. Hacemos una rosa, ¿ok? Una rosa con las manos. Y amo el tulipán. Ok, así es el tulipán. Porque el tulipán va abajo, ¿no? Amo las rosas y amo el tulipán. Amo los montes y las olas del mar. Amo las estrellas cuando el sol se va. Cuando el sol se va, es así, ¿ok?
Cuando esto se va.
Okay.
So se va.
Doobity 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 doobity. Okay, otra vez. Amo las rosas y amo el tulipán. Amo los montes y las olas del mar. Amo las estrellas cuando el sol se va. Doobity 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 doobity. Mira, las niñas.
One more since you're up here.
Quizá
estrella.
hemos aprendido, siente la felicidad. Okay. Número 3. Siente la, number 3. Siente la felicidad, aleja los problemas, nada que hacer ni a dónde ir, no vayas tan aprisa. Mira la felicidad, está aquí y ahora. A donde vayas y lo que hagas, nunca más con prisa. Otra vez. Siente la felicidad. Aleja los problemas, nada que hacer ni a dónde ir, no vayas tan aprisa. Mira la felicidad, está aquí y ahora. A donde vayas y lo que hagas, nunca más con prisa.
Muchas gracias, mi hermano. Wonderful. So how many of you do not speak or do not understand? Oh, how do you say? Comprendo, no comprendo inglés. No? So everyone understand English? Yeah, I guess so. I wish we can speak Spanish, but eventually, maybe. I love the sound of Spanish. So sounds very much like Vietnamese. It's very, very quick. It's like music, quick music. So let's enjoy 3 sounds of the bell before we begin. So sit beautifully. And as the song shared, let's make this a happy moment. Whatever thoughts that come to you, bring it to the present moment. And it is, you can recognize all the wonderful things that you have here in this moment. We have a retreat, we have our friends, we're still healthy, we're in a safe place, we're away from our family, our typical normal life out there, and we have a break. So it's a little treat to sit here and not have to worry about our daily worries that we do in our family, in our home life. So close your eyes and let go of all those thoughts about your home, your loved ones, your work. Just come with your eyes closed. You come back and pay attention to your breathing. And each time you see your mind thinking about something at home, something in the past, something about the future, just come back to your body and enjoy this like you're enjoying a cookie. This moment is a happy moment because we're aware that we have good condition. With each breath, we embody ourselves in this moment. In present moment, out, a happy moment. Dear respected teacher, dear community, this morning we have a two-course meal, and we'll offer a little appetizer and a little bit salad at the end. Sister Tuk Nghiêm will be the main meal, so please digest and chew slowly. Sometimes we come up here and I always imagine we are in the kitchen cooking. And we throw in a little this, a little that. I just want to share how wonderful it is to have you come. I think our community is aware that we live in California, and the Spanish-speaking community is vast. And it's our desire, our aspiration to begin to serve the Spanish-speaking world, the Latinx community. There's so many words to describe, but we know, I guess the community of different kinds we normally serve, and it's probably mostly white community and very affluent. So we try our best to offer to a more diverse part of California in this country. We offer Vietnamese retreat, and we offer people of color retreats, LGBTQ, and then even like young adults, teen camp. So we have many ways. And I think this think this is my first Spanish-speaking retreat in America, so it's a great happiness. And I apologize for not speaking in español. We are still very limited. We only have two monjes or hermanos who speak Pablo. I think he lived in Spain for some while, and he has, I think he was Mexican or Spanish the previous life. He loves Mexican food, and he always goes to South America. So I love our community because it's so diverse. So today we, and I think this weekend, it's a short retreat. Please, my sister will share a little bit about our practice. When you come here, it's like your second home. So you see the word on the altar there, arrived at home. And that's another word for being peace, being in peace. One of my brother Phap shared a beautiful image. Is that, you come home from a long trip and you come into your house, you close the door, and you put your luggage down. And then wherever your favorite place is in the home, the couch, the bed, your favorite chair, the backyard, you sit down, you're like, I'm home. Huh? Phap, he likes to share, it's like you feel safe, you feel relaxed. So this weekend is like that. Please use your time here to really come back and take care of yourself. It's a short retreat, but if we put our whole heart into it, it's kind of like a treat, a little break for yourself. So please, use your, we have today and tomorrow left to really unplug from your world down there, and really just, visually unplug and just be here. So that's the spirit of when we gather people and benefit from others. As you sit next to people, you're aware that you have friends practicing with you. At home is very different. People don't practice, and your friends, they pull you, and you become very disturbed again. So this is an opportunity for you to touch that possibility of being in peace, sitting in peace, walking, eating in peace, as our two brothers shared last night. So my sister will share with you a little bit about the practice of coming home. Sister Túc Nghiêm. Túc Nghiêm là đầy đủ, không? Túc is like complete, sister complete, or not missing anything. My name is Brother Phap Dung, and I'm so happy to have Sister Túc Nghiêm. I love listening her share, so I hope you do too. You'll notice a moment where she turns the channel and she will share beautifully, right from the heart. Thank you, Túc Nghiêm, for coming up. Let's welcome her.
Dear respected Thai and dear noble community, dear brothers and sisters. We hear one more sound of the bell and enjoy the moment. We have the gather when we listen to the bell. Listen. this wonderful sound brings me back to my true home. And whenever our practice here, whenever we listen to the bell, the sound of the bell, we come back to the present moment and we breathe 3 times. We stop whatever we are doing, we are thinking, we just stop and then we come back to our breath. Breathing in, I enjoy my in-breath. Breathing out, I enjoy my out-breath. When the sound of the bell there and the mind there, our awareness there, get along with the sound of the bell, we bring the mind back to the body, to the bell, to the sound of the bell, and in the present moment. This is our practice when we listen to the bell. We always bring our mind back to the body whenever we are in our daily life. That is the crucial practice here. Always bring in the present moment. And our teacher was in exile for almost 40 years. My English is very not spread enough, not big enough. So in the book, At Home in the World, from my teacher, our teacher, wrote many texts in there for our teacher's life, and how could he find true home in the very quite difficult times for Thais to find out true home, because in exile for 40 years. At the first 2 years, difficult for Thai to be in the home. Thai, even though knew the Buddhist teachings very deep, but in the difficult times in exile, Thai difficult to be at home. Thầy was been recurring dream about the root temple, but at the halfway of the top hill, thầy wake up, and many years, many times like that. After thầy found true home, and then the dream was disappeared. So the true home is the balance with the same of the I have arrived and home. That is the essential teaching, essential seal of Plum Village. I have arrived and home, and we are in true home. This is our crucial practice. Less or much, we have in a true home, thinking of a true home or being in a true home by walking meditation, by every step when we make in mindfulness, arrive at home. At each step we touch on the ground, we feel that, and we feel that we are at home. Even though we are in the meditation hall or in around the centers or in at home, our home is not in the located, is not there. our true home is right here and right now. With the practice, with the awareness, with the mind and body together, we are in true home. And with the we are in true home, we feel that we see the sky. The sky is related right in our mind, in our body. The sky is not there. The sky in our life is our life. The cloud is there, but the cloud our life. Our life is not just like this. Our life is not their home, their centers, their world, their nation. No, with the practice in true home, we feel that our home is here and now. Our home is sky. Our home is leaf, dry leaf, leaf on the tree, leaf on the ground. The earth is true home. So with that practice, we make the foundation of settle down. We can settle down anytime we need or we are more practice, more coming back to the breath, more coming back to the present moment, more coming back to the life. We are in true home and we take root in the life right away. And with that practice, our world is not limited in the context. The context nation, the context of home, house, the context of space. With true home, our life right available. So how can we, with the true home, the function, the fruit of the true home is expand our consciousness, our life to the nature, to the people around us, and less discrimination than less discrimination. If we are in true home, we feel open and related and connected to the nature and to the people around us. And not even the people in front of us. When we hear the information look like such as the war or the conflict somewhere, and we feel that we like the peaceful person, or we feel we have tendency to embrace the victim. But within when we are true home, we feel that we generate peaceful energy, and with that zone, with that state, we embrace the victim and the other side, the other person too, and we can accept and we can embrace the two sides. And we pray for and we love the people in the world, two sides. That is the way we healed the wound when we hear the war. With the war, the suffering so deep and make the suffering is not there. The suffering not in the victim. The suffering is not the nation to make war, but the suffering when we feel that the world there. But with information and with the reality like that, we have suffering too. But we heal the suffering. We heal for ourselves and we heal for the nations there by we set up us in the true home. In order we are here, we are home for there. If they might hear us here with peaceful energy, peaceful environment, someday they can survive. They feel that they can be healed by us here, by our peaceful generated energy here from our practice. And we healed the wound deep inside us by we set up true home for ourselves. And with the practice, with a community like this is a very beautiful fruit for ourselves and for the people maybe in the difficult situation. If they maybe they don't hear or they don't feel that the peace, but somehow the peaceful energy from us, they can penetrate and we always in true home, in the awareness, in the mindfulness, in the peaceful energy, in the spiritual energy. They are in peace now with our practice, our true home. And that brings us a lot of inspiration to have the way out for us, to have the way out for the people in the world in difficulties, and make us a lot of inspiration, a lot of faith in the life, and we don't lose hope. We don't hope for anyone, anything else. We hope in our hand, with our hands. We have hope. We have the way out in our breath, in our peaceful, by our practice. We can feel that. So that's why we can be a peaceful master for the world right here and right now, by our own peaceful energy, by our breath. So that is a good, beautiful present gift for us and for the world, and also for our ancestors, for our ancestors, our difficulties from our ancestors, our parents. Sometimes we have difficulties with our parents, because how can we harmonize? How can be harmonious with everyone? It's difficult because each of us have a different point of view, different ideas, so different. So how can be harmonious? The harmonious breath is our true home. Which we are in true home, we can be in harmony with different ideas, different points of view of life. And I have had an experience with my dad. Difference, but hurt a lot because my brother's idea is that my idea is this. So no time to reconcile because my dad is sick, ill, big, heavy, ill. So if I react, my feelings are my idea is that, your idea is like that. It's difficult to, we can speak out, but my sickness, our dad's sickness, is difficult for me to speak out my opinion. So I keep silence. My practice at that time is if I speak out, my dad's very angry, would be angry. And his sickness, his illness may be very worse. Then I keep silence and keep practice. And after that, I have time and space to be at home, to be true home for myself. At that time, I just accept the situation, not peaceful enough to balance the energy, the feelings. But after that, I have time and space to come back to my true home. Took steps on the ground with the breath. Only steps into home, onto home, into home, always into home, steps by step. Don't think too much about the suffering. Don't think too much about the wound inside. Just brings me back to my true home and steps in the pure land and open my spirit with the sky, connect to the trees, connect to the leaves, connect to the wind, to the earth, to the mountain, to whatever I can connect it. I feel I'm very, the energy, spiritual energy raised up and full of happiness, full of settledness, full of presence for myself and for wound. The wound healed day by day, moment by moment when I walk in the true home. And it took maybe 3 weeks to heal the suffered person inside, the suffered child inside. And at that time, and during those times, I know that I need more. My happiness so low, and my peace so low. So I need more time, space to fill up in order can balance of the world, of the friends around me. With that practice, simple, breathing in, breathing out with brothers and sisters, follow the schedule in the morning, follow schedule in walking, sitting, eating, meditation, and mindfulness in each moment we can, and the peacefulness rise up and fill up. Now after 1 month, recover. And recovered mind, healed wound inside. I know that very essential for us. Always we come back to the present moment to be in touch with the true to be in true home, in touch with the wondrous nature, and can heal the suffering inside. And if we, more practice. The friends around us support us to have environment, to have centers, to have ring the bell for us to breathe, getting along with us for walking session. But the peaceful, real peace inside us is generated by our own practice, our own breathing. Yes, that is our practice here. Always brings back to the true home, to the present moment. We enjoy one more sound of the bell. One more, not practice, one more gift as a human is smile. That is enlightened moment I find out. Smile, smile, breathe and smile. We hear that. We have the calligraphy from our master, breathe and smile. But when we enlighten about that, that is the big gift for our life. Now I very treasure the smile. Smile, I share with the community like that, but if we, our own enlightened, we treasure, cherish the smile. With that, with our own experience, we deepen our practice. We deepen our smile. Yeah, smile prove the presence, our presence in the present, our presence in the present. Smile. But if we have tendency to smile, it's very good for you. But now bring our awareness when we smile. Because we can smile. Easy, but that is the big gift from the God, from the heaven. Suppose we cannot smile, how can we be a happy human? So at first, smile for our happy life, our presence, for the life, for the moment. And with the true home, we feel that if we don't in a true home, we find out that the love is there. The love is available for our life, for the life for human species, for different species on the earth. Penetrated the love from the earth. And briefly, as a human, we need many conditions to nourish, to nourish us, nurture us, to feed us, for to grow up, to live. We need water, we need air, we need stable, solid ground, and they are there. They are available for the living beings. So we don't feel alone. Yeah. Without love, how can we survive? How can we alive like this? So in the true home, very gratitude to the life. Maybe we suffered for this, for that, but whenever we come back to the present moment, we breathe and we can connect to the love always there. And if we have no friends around us, we have no relatives around us, but don't feel alone. Just feel the love from the nature, from the cosmos, always embrace us moment by moment. Yeah, for us to be alive, and we live as much as possible we can until someday we transform another shape, another thing. We can bye, but the love of the cosmos always embrace our life. Don't feel alone. And another thing, in true home, our practice is we guard our eyes, our ears, tongue, body. But in the true home, we feel that our mind is straight, go straight, not look around, because we have mind awareness. We have awareness when we walk. So our mindfulness is on our shoes, our feet. So if we walk in mindfulness, we firmly step at each step on the ground, and we are in true home at each step. And at that time, also protect our eyes too. Our eyes focus on the steps, on what we contact in the present. We don't let if the thoughts arise in us, we are just aware, realize that is the thought. And then we come back to the steps. And with that true home, with that state in true home, we protect our eyes from the look around. And difficult to explain, but my practice is to focus on the present moment when we walk, and very firmly to protect my eyes. If I walk from dining hall to the place, on the way, step by step, we have a garden, we have a sister there, we have the people there, we have the voice there, we have the rabbits there. But if I focus on the steps, to the place, I just firmly step from dining hall to place, not look around. If I heard something, I talk to myself. Oh, okay. Look around or don't look around. No. If you pay for me for me and pay money for me to look back to hear something there, to listen to the voice there, no. My true home is right here, and I set up my true home is a step. I don't hear. Any cost, don't mind. I don't mind. If you give me $1,000 to hear that voice, to hear that story, no. I set up my true home is right here. So in the true home, we have the master for our eyes. We have the master sovereignty for our eyes, for our ears, and for our body, and very controlled our sense. We look back because I know that I want to look back to see. I want to hear, and I will hear. I will listen. But no, I have the path for have the path into home. No, không có cái gì mà lấy được mình ra khỏi. No gì? No distraction. Yeah. Very sovereignty in the present moment. Yeah. And with that practice, I have more joy and more peace, and I live in the community very dignity, but very peaceful, very harmonious with the sisters. Because with that practice, breathing in, breathing out, set up in our true home, and also we have the trainings too. The brothers will explain later to you. But with the trainings, we protect our sovereignty more. With the true home, maybe true home sometimes very thick, very firm, but sometimes very weak. Our mindfulness weak, our true home very thin, vulnerable. But with more awareness, more mindfulness in the present moment, and more trainings, firm trainings, we set up the steps firmly. We are in the true home. Our true home is chắc chắn hơn. More secure, more chắc chắn, vững chãi hơn. Yeah. Do you understand me? Yes, that is a practice. I feel that give me a lot of safety for myself and safety for community. Very firmly to the practice, to the true home I set up in the practice. And so my happiness is raised up more and more. Thank you. Okay, one more thing. 10 rưỡi mình okay. Yeah. Thôi, để dành cho thầy. One more thing is when we have a joy, này gọi là real joy á, real joy, real peace from our practice, not other else, not another else. In true home, we can speak lovingly, naturally. We can speak honestly, naturally. Don't wear mask. I can be honestly anytime. I don't feel I can tính toán, calculate. Oh, this person I need to teach to share this. This person said no. anytime I feel that, I can speak honestly right away. Don't think too much. And because very freedom, very true in true home, we have a lot of freedom in the speech. Always from the what inside. Inside I'm suffering. From inside I'm very stressful. From inside, I'm very happy. Or I'm okay. I think you are that. And you are that. Someday, but very naturally, honestly. So that's why it make the sisters and the community feel and make myself feel at ease in the speaking, in the relationship, in the conversation. They can trust, and I trust them, and they can trust me easily, naturally. Don't think too much, and that's it. That's true home. Okay. Thank you, Sangha. Thank you for listening.
I think we just all experienced how wonderful the home of Sister Tuk Nghiêm is. You can tell it has a lot of joy, and she's very comfortable being at her home. Our teacher shared the image of the home a lot. So I want to add a little bowl of soup besides the salad to share that, sometimes our home, it's very, very, very crowded, right? It's like sometimes our home can get big, too many boxes, and we haven't taken care of for a long time. But we worry so much to take care of other people, and we take care of our relationship, and we take care of like our car, every external thing, like my sister shared. So please remember that image when your home is not comfortable to return to, then it's very difficult for you to live with other people. So this is the secret to the Buddhist path. Buddhism is not a religion. Buddhism is a way for us to live wholeheartedly as a human being, and be a happy, peaceful human being before we go back to the earth. So this is our tradition. Many of you might be new, or you hear many things about Buddhism, but I just want to share that the Buddhist practice is not. You can still have other faiths, but in Buddhism, the practice, all it is for us to really fully realize ourselves as a human being the best we can. We're not going to become angels, saints, and enlightened Zen master, or even the Buddha. But to do our best with what our ancestor gave us. And this is something important to know, what kind of home you inherited from your parents, from your ancestor, and how much stuff they have in the room. So now you know the practice, you know how to clear out your room. So there are certain things in your house you don't need anymore, so take it out. These are ideas that you have about your family, about who you are, what you need to do to be happy. All these notions that the culture here in America give us, that we are enough and we have to have more. These ideas are boxes in your house. I need another car. I need all these things, and make us very not happy with ourselves. But in the Buddhist practice, is take all those boxes out. Let your rooms in your house, remove the wall, make a big room. And you sit there with one chair, simple chair, with a little rose and a candle, and you are happy to have all that space in your house, meaning you don't have so many complicated, like my sister shared, many ways to distract us. So use your time to practice. And how to remove boxes out of your house is by coming back, following your breath, and recognizing when you have ideas, thoughts, you have feelings come up, and you identify, what is this? Why am I suffering with this? Why is this pulling me away? Why is this making me tight? So meditation is to allow time for us to look deeply at the nature of our home, our box, and why it's so filled. And when you understand, you know what to do. It's like, oh, I don't need to have this box. So in Buddhism, when you understand something, and you will be free and not be bothered by it anymore. When you understand why someone does something, then you have more compassion, more love, more space for them. You see? So this is through meditation, through stopping and looking deeply at what's in our home and what is needed or what is not needed, slowly. So it's like you can feel good now, but there are other boxes that you're holding. How many of you know one box, as I share that, one box that you're holding that you won't take out, but you know you should take out of your house? Yes? You have? Yeah, we all have little things in the house, and you're like, but I like my box. Right? And sometimes those boxes make us suffer and make other people suffer. This is the heart of the Buddhist teaching. When we stop, you understand the nature of our suffering, the nature of our pain, and slowly we know how to clear out our home. Another image our teacher used for a home is sometimes you have a guest come in your house. And the guest, you wish he does not stay so long. It's like, gosh, oh my God, when is he leaving? It's like, how many cup of tea already? Or horchata, how many horchata I had to give this? Like, when is this guest leaving? You see, sometimes, the guest is like really in your house, in your living room, and talking very loud, and everybody is disturbed, right? That's another image. And so if you're careful, you're very sweet. If you have the space, if your room is already tight with many boxes and you have to crawl into your living room and there's barely any place to sit, then you may want to ask the guest, maybe you come back another time. This is not a good time. You see the metaphor of taking care of ourselves, taking care of our home? Sometimes you don't take care of your home and you think you can receive all kinds of stuff, all kinds of guests. You have conversation and it's not helpful and you feel awful after. You take care of everything in the house, but you don't take care of yourself. So that is a guess. That is a feeling you don't have space for. So please go to nature, go to a park, take a walk outside of your house, come back to your breathing, your steps. And then when you're in the present moment, you begin to see, okay, I gotta let this go. Why am I holding on to this? So you begin to nurture yourself. And when you feel more at ease, more happy with yourself, that means there's less boxes. And you can receive a guest. And if it's a guest you don't like, and we have guests that we like, it's like, so happy, come on in, They bring apple pie, they bring burritos and horchata, and they're such good guests, right? Sometimes we feel like that. That's joy, yeah? Sometimes there's a guest that comes like, oh man, okay, another hour, all right, come on in. But you're lucky. You've been taking care of yourself. You have space. So these sometimes our suffering come, and we can go, come on, I have some lemonade in the fridge. You sit there, let's go in the backyard. And so you can take care of suffering. When you have an uncomfortable feeling or emotion come up, and you have been taking care of yourself, then you can receive the guests. Say, come on in. I have some lemonade for you. So, how are you today? So you have time to listen to your suffering. So meditation is not to run after always joy, peace, happiness. Sometimes meditation, you come on in. I know you. You have bothered me so long, but I'm going to treat you to lemonade. So you sit with that friend, the one that you kind of but now you listen. You listen to this person, and they share with you their pain. So this is a metaphor our teacher gave us for us to take care of our suffering. Don't run. Don't run out away from your home. These are two things that we need to do to make space for ourselves, take care of ourselves, like Sister had shared. But sometime in our home, if it's spacious enough, we need to welcome in our suffering, the ones we don't like, our difficult stuff. Why am I always so angry? So when you feel time, maybe especially now in the monastery, you have time for that, you bring your anger up. I used to have my anger. My anger was named Bob. Very easy, very American. Hello, Bob. I used to get angry at my brother. I grab his hand like really hard. When he point at me, I grab his hand. Because I grew up in Los Angeles and I have anger issue. They have anger management, yeah. You know, I should have gone to a few of those. But sometimes it explodes, right? But I try to be a good monk. I'm a good monk, you know, especially in front of Thai, you know, our teacher. But inside sometimes like, oh, that brother, right? But I didn't learn how to take care of it. And so this image of inviting my anger, at one time I sit in the bamboo grove next to the Buddha garden in Upper Hamlet. I'll never forget. I stay with my anger. You know, the tightness, and I loosen. And I began to see how my mind works. It makes an image of the brother, and it blames and everything. And I sit there and I relax. I say, but this brother was trying to help me. He's trying to help me see something. I don't want to see it. And then I feel more calm. I relax. I don't react. And then right away, I come out of the grove, bamboo grove, and I go see the brother that I'm angry at. And we sit together to have tea. It was so beautiful because the image of the person I'm angry at cannot live at the same time as the brother sitting in front of me. So a lot of time the anger is in your head, right? And so luckily this brother, he's very sweet. And he make me tea. He gave me some sesame cookie. And that was really wonderful to be free from your anger. You see, my sister shared the sovereignty to be a master. You choose. Do you want to choose to always hold your anger? Or choose to understand where it comes from, which is a lot of our wrong perception. And then when he explained to me why he did something, why he said something, I began to understand more. Like, So this is also part of the practice. There's certain things that are difficult in our lives, and we need to make time to take care of it. And this is, it takes, it's a slow progress, gradual. So don't be too fooled by a quick solution. People who are like happy all the time have a lot of difficult inside. because they're very afraid to be with their suffering. So we do emphasize on being true home, being happy, being peaceful, being joyful, because it nourishes us. It gives us space in our home for us to be happy, to be joyful, to be smiling. And then also once in a while, welcome, open the door and say, please come in, my suffering. I know you, Bob. I know what you like. You like lemonade and you like chocolate cookies. So you begin to know your suffering and you treat it like a friend. And this for me is what the precious thing I learned from our teacher. The image of home, a place of feeling safe, feeling master of yourself, feeling joyful, feeling happy, a place you love to come home to. But I don't want you to take the image that our practice is always to be happy. Our practice is also to have our home spacious enough, remove all the boxes, so that we can take care of that. We've been running away from our suffering, trying to be somebody for someone else for too long. And we leave our home with a little messy. So please make time for yourself. And this image of at home is very important. It's a beautiful, very poetic, concrete, and very easy to understand. So our mind, our body, our being is equated to a home. So please, the practice for us is take care of our home while we eat, walk. Anytime you're here, bring in the flowers, bring in the moon, let the birds fly in, the butterfly. And that's a beautiful image. Wherever you go, you have that home. So it's not your physical home, it's not Deer Park, it's not your favorite place, but the true home is within you. And this is the heart of the Buddha's teaching. Someone who is very, very, they are the owner of their home. They are the architect. They are the master of their home. You allow people to come in, and you allow to hold them. And sometimes you can also lock your door, close your window, because there's a storm outside. That's another image of home. Sometimes it's a huge storm, lots of wind, no time to receive guests. There's no sun for lemonade. So close your window, close your door, like my sister said, the senses. And that you come back to your home, lay down. Not a good time to go out and receive guests. That's a big storm. And sometimes it blows all kinds of papers in your house and it makes it wet. You clean it up, put the paper back where it belongs. So sometimes we are like that. We are in a storm of emotion and drama from our family, our workplace, the news. They make us really strong. So remember, close your doors, close your window, lock it, come back, light a fire. I don't know if you have fire here, but bring in some log, maybe turn on the heat. Don't turn on your computer. Something warm, huh? That's the image our teacher used. Feel warm, and when the room, the house warm up, then you can start cleaning up from the storm. And you wait, you hear, oh, no more thunder. You open the window, and then you can open and receive guests again. So some images for you to help practice around taking care of our home. It's a beautiful metaphor for meditation. So thank you. Muốn chia sẻ gì không? That's good. Thank you. My sister and I have shared this is our home. And yes, thank you for coming. And please enjoy your day and a half left that you have. And when you walk, please feel the walking. Okay? So sometimes we walk and we talk, and it's okay. We know how that. But sometimes walk by yourself. Try to find a time to walk by yourself and really feel at home in the mountain, in nature. Okay? The walking here in the surrounding, very good. Many beautiful hikes, many pathway. Ask a monk or nun and they will show you. So it's good time to meet friends, but it's also good time to be in solitude and to be with your breathing, with your steps, with the nature here. Very healing, okay? This is something beneficial with this environment. So please don't waste that moment here. You're here for the weekend. So thank you for listening. We'll end here with 3 sounds of the bell. Every time you hear the bell in the dining hall too, you hear, remember, come back, check out your house, your home, your living room. How is my living room?